As the years went on for the Vietnam War, and the years went on while the draft was being implemented, you had many people in America start to ask some serious questions. They started to ask, that 19-year-olds are being drafted to fight this war in Vietnam. The government is telling them that you are ordered to go register and you could be sent overseas to go fight in a foreign land, that you're going to go help a country by the name of South Vietnam and help them retain their freedom. That's what they're told to do. That's what's expected of them if they get drafted. And many Americans start to ask, you're asking my son, you're asking my neighbor, you're asking my friend to go fight for this country, to serve their country, and they risk getting maimed or even dying for this country. But yet, they can't go to a voting booth and vote for the people that are sending them into these dangerous zones. They can't go to a voting booth and actually choose the leaders that are responsible for sending them to these dangerous war zones. And many people started to wonder, why is that? They want to change. The American public wanted that change. And you had politicians, you had people in power now starting to float the idea of the 26th Amendment. And the 26th Amendment was to lower the voting age from 21 to 18. Lowering the voting age from 21 to 18, you did have some people pushing back against that. You had some op-eds against that saying that 18-year-olds were too young to make that decision. Well, that mindset of saying that these men were too young to vote, well, that was clearly pushed back, saying, well, they're too young to vote, but you're telling me they're not too young to die for this country? You're telling me that they're too young to vote, but yet they're not too young enough to hold a machine gun and go to a war zone? Is that what you're saying? And so that logic was easily thwarted by the masses. And America wanted to see the voting age drop from 21 to 18. And that seemed to make pretty good sense. The 26th Amendment was easily ratified. It actually didn't take that long for the 26th Amendment to pass. It was signed by President Nixon. It was authorized by the Congress, and it did get sent to the states to get ratified, in which it did. There might have been other instances, throughout this time before 1971, seeing the people wanting to see the voting age drop from 21 to 18, but it didn't get that push until the Vietnam War, when people were seeing 18, 19-year-olds come back damaged or killed from the Vietnam War, and people started to question, how come they don't have a say in this country, and yet they're the ones fighting for this country?